Ardeshir Tabrizi, thank you so much for introducing your exhibition here at Roberts Projects Gallery in Los Angeles. And it's titled Masjid?
That's correct, yeah. The title means mosque in Arabic. It was really just from a dream I had when I was in my 20s. I had this dream that I walked into this room. As I walked in, I looked at this figure that was behind a concierge desk. What that figure was really art. It was me bowing down to this thing that only I saw, that no one else saw. And that kind of like reminded me of a mosque, is that you're in this place kind of bowing down to something. And I for me, this work, this kind of thing that I do is really what I bow down to. So I think this work was kind of a discovery of my place in the world and how I react towards the world around me. This is a portrait of a king, a Qajar king, or it would be pronounced possibly Quehar in English. The text on here, it says Shah Khuda, which means one of them says Shah, one of them says Khuda. Khuda means God, Shah means king, and that's the title of the piece as well. And this is the portrait of Khomeini in the moon. When I was a kid, there was a story that if you looked up into the moon, you would see Khomeini, and I kind of remember seeing him in the moon. So I don't know if I did, but I remember seeing him. I don't know. So yeah, that's where that comes from.
You're calling your works stitch paintings. So where is the painting? I see the stitch.
Well, this is paint. Again, this is not an abstract painting or something like that, where it's approached, on a piece-by-piece basis. I want the piece to create its own narrative by me just putting these visual, narrative-heavy images in the piece and then allowing that to create its own kind of narrative with the viewer and even with myself at times.
Ardeshir, can you explain a little bit about the symbolism of this work?
Yeah, so the background and the foreground both, again, are pulled from the Shahnameh. The Shahnameh is a Persian book of poetry that was written by Ferdowsi, and it really is... It's a book that tries to give a historical narrative to the Persian people. So I was reading this article that's about Persian singers in Iran and how they can be soloists. So they can either perform in front of a group of women, or they can perform with a man present. Before the revolution, there was a very famous singer called Gugush, and she wrote the song called Balvarkon, which is what this text is. So you see the Islamic Republic symbol, you see Balvarkon. It's really just a kind of creating a tension between those things, talking about those things, by not really actually trying to say anything, but by just putting those things into play. It's just making sense of that article, making sense of what I remember from that period, and I just kind of went with the flow, and this came about. Oh yeah, the works on paper aren't stories from the Quran. The background, it's pages from the Quran, and that's used as the sort of the foundation of the works themselves. I mean, when I created that work, I was really just searching for a medium that would kind of represent the underpinnings of a culture, and the Middle East, and in Iran, religion is that.